good to see you. Good to see you.
All right.
I'm looking forward to
Hello, guys.
toying with the problems of the universe with you here tonight.
Yes.
But first of all, congratulations on your Emmy noms.
Thank you.
You got the it's the news Emmys. What's the Emmy? It's the news.
The news Emmys came out today, the nominations, and I got one. You'll appreciate this. One of them is for most outstanding live interview, and it's for the interview I did with Kellyanne Conway in February 2017, which I know you took note of and enjoyed.
We did. We did.
I think you used it a lot in bits.
We used it a lot. Yeah, it's just fun. Okay, wait a second. Does that mean if you're nominated with Kellyanne Conway, does that mean you have to split it with her?
When I told you backstage that I would split it with her, I meant to say wouldn't split it with her. So
okay, right. Nicely done. Let's talk about the Trump White House today and what has happened in the last 24 hours with CNN and the Trump White House. Kaitlan Collins, who is a White House correspondent for CNN.
Great. Yep, great reporter.
What happened to her? Tell the people what happened.
Well, she was what's called the pool. When there's an event and they don't want to let the whole press corps in, they just have one magazine person, one newspaper person, one radio person, et cetera. They're called the pool, and they report back for everybody else in their group.
So she's sort of responsible for asking the questions that everybody would want to ask.
That everybody in TV would want. And that morning, President Trump had been tweeting some nasty things, as is his wont, and specifically about Michael Cohen. So Kaitlan...
Because the tape had just come out.
Yeah, the tape had come out the night before. And so Kaitlan asked the question that everybody would want to ask, which is to provoke him to say something about Michael Cohen. Did Michael Cohen betray you? And then he didn't answer, and then there was another question about Michael Cohen, and then she asked something about the summit with Putin, part 2, and, has he not accepted the invitation or whatever?
Yeah.
And apparently offended... The Trump administration, offended by the impertinence of her questions, they told her later that she could not attend another event in the Rose Garden where she was supposed to be the pool. And
so even though she's not just there representing CNN, she's representing
everyone,
all of the news
CBS,
networks.
NBC, ABC, Fox, everybody.
And they said, we're having this thing and you can't come.
You can't come because we didn't like your questions. They were rude. First of all, just step back for a second and just contemplate the notion of anybody associated with President Trump thinking that a reporter is rude. Just the idea that there is a delicate decorum. That's not how we conduct ourselves at this White House.
But when Donald Trump calls someone a low-life slime ball, he keeps his pinky out.
And in a little dish, after washing it in a little dish.
Right, exactly like that. Mm-hmm.
So
what's the upshot?
Well, the press corps...
How long is she banned?
It was just for that one event. But the good news is that the White House press corps, including people like Brett Baer at Fox News and others...
I saw him. He said, we stand with you guys.
We stand with CNN. And Fox News put out a statement, I guess, speaking for the part of the news division that doesn't spend their entire time trying to, attack the rest of us. But the part of the news division that actually is trying to do journalism... and said, we stand for, press access, we stand with Kaitlan Collins. And other people did that, too, and it was good to see. But that's it. I mean, there's no upshot.
But then, like, 45 minutes later, Lou Dobbs said, CNN, who the hell do you think you are? It's about time you got called on the carpet or whatever like that.
Yeah. Well, because that's the other half of Fox News that says that sort of thing and is just, ride or die.
Did you go after Lou? Did you go after Lou?
Would I go after him?
Did you go after him?
What do you mean, after? Did I attack him?
Did you attack him on Twitter?
Did I attack him on Twitter? No. You know what I did do, though, is I quoted something that he had said when a conservative reporter asked tough questions of President Obama in, 2012. And Lou Dobbs, it might surprise you to find out, had a very different take on the situation. And thought that Obama was being rude by not answering the questions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes I find some people in this environment, you will be interested to know, say the exact opposite thing about President Trump than they did about President Obama.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious.
I'll look into that.
I'm serious.
No, I'll look into that.
It happens.
Obviously, I'm going to fact check that.
You might
because you're fake news.
You might want to look into it because you might get some good bits. You might get some good...
I don't think people want to hear about politics on a comedy show, Jake.
Well, okay, so
you also interviewed Carter Page.
I did.
What day was this? This is for the State of the Union.
Sunday morning.
Oh,
Sunday morning,
okay.
yeah.
And
They had just released the FISA warrant, the warrant that the FBI brought to the special FISA judge.
Yeah, there had been a Freedom of Information Act request, and the government had released it.
The government released it to show why they were conducting surveillance on Carter Page. It was a surveillance application and 3 renewals, and it was approved by 4 judges in this application and 3 renewals, all of them appointed by Republicans, and the paperwork had been filed by people in the Trump administration and the Obama administration. So Carter Page was the man. This is not why the investigation started, but this is why this one FISA warrant happened.
Well, we have a clip here of you. This first clip here, Jim, is it's you asking him about his ties to Russia. And there you go.
Were you ever an agent of a foreign power? Did you ever advise the Kremlin or work with the Kremlin on anything?
Look, Jake, no, I've never been an agent of the foreign power by any stretch of the imagination. To call me an advisor, I think, is way over the top.
Except in a 2013 letter you wrote it says, quote, over the past half year, I have had the privilege to serve as an informal advisor to the staff of the Kremlin.
You know, informal, having some conversations with people. I mean, this is really nothing.
Okay. You already knew the answer to that. You knew that he had identified himself as an advisor to the Kremlin. Why ask the question if you already know the answer? Is that one of them gotcha questions that people are always complaining about there?
I wanted to know what his approach was when it came to this warrant, this FISA warrant, and he was acting. Look, Carter Page has a long-established history living in Russia, working on energy issues in Russia. It's not insane for anyone to think that maybe the Russians would have tried to recruit him. I mean, that's kind of what the Russians do. And here's this guy, and he's there. But Carter Page had this attitude that it was like, why would anybody even think this? It's so crazy.
And you pushed it a little bit further, Jim.
You didn't answer. I mean, you have relationships with Russian government officials, true? Yes?
Well, let's see what they're talking about. You know, I'm
just asking you a straight question. Do you have relationships with Russian government officials? I can tell you I don't.
No one asked, Jake. No one asked. Well, I'm just saying, that sounds strangely defensive that you brought that up when no one asked.
I don't have any relationships with Chinese officials either, if that's what you're driving at.
Oh, really? Well, I have a letter here. But it's in Chinese, and I can't read it. We're going to take a little break, but we'll be right back with more Jake Tapper, and we're going to talk about poop. Stick around.